everyone, welcome back to my channel Physio in Australia. In today's video, I'm going to talk about limited registration. So if you're interested in knowing, keep watching the video. So limited registration is different to general registration in a way that while you are limited registered physiotherapist, you are working under someone's supervision. So you are working as a physiotherapist but under supervision. So that is the main difference between limited registration and general registration. What happens in general registration, that when you have general registration, you can say yourself that you are fully qualified. You do not need anyone's supervision, you can work on your own. So that is what general registration is. But limited registration is that when you need someone's guidance to work for. So that is when you are a limited registered physiotherapist. So when can we get limited registration and when can we get general registration? So let's talk about it. So when you have qualification which matches with Australian standard, you have enough qualification, at that time you are eligible to go for general registration. That means that when you go through this standard assessment pathway, you go for eligibility assessment and then written exam and clinical exam. After you finish all of this and then you have got enough qualification saying that you have done with these exams and everything, at the end you will be eligible to go for general registration. At that time you do not need anyone's supervision because you have got enough qualification. That time you will be able to go for general registration. But limited registration means that you are not yet qualified or you do not have enough qualification to work as a general registered physio. So you will be working under someone's supervision, and who will be the supervisor? So the supervisor will be someone who has got fully qualification in physiotherapy. So they have got general registration with Ahpra and they are qualified physiotherapy. So they are eligible for you, or they are eligible to be your supervisor and let you work as under supervision. What actually they do is that, let's say that I am a limited registered physio. That means that I will have someone who will be supervising me. So I will work under their supervision. Whatever I do, whatever I help patient with and everything, the supervisor will always be making sure that I am working well. Let's talk about how we can get limited registration, or let's say what are the criteria to get limited registration. So first of all, let's say you are overseas qualified physiotherapist. The first thing you will do is start your process of going through standard assessment pathway, which is to apply for eligibility assessment. You collect your documents and apply for eligibility assessment. Once you're done with it, you will get interim certificate. So you apply for eligibility assessment, you go for cultural safety exam, and then you will get interim certificate from APC. So now, as interim certificate is in my hand, now I'm eligible to go for limited registration. Until then, you cannot directly go for limited registration. Let's say you come here in Australia, and if you're thinking that based on my documents I can apply for limited registration, then no, you will have to have interim certificate before you can apply for limited registration. Let's understand what does it mean. Why do we need interim certificate, and what is the connection? And I mean, let's try and understand the process behind all these things. So what happens? I have got qualification from overseas, but how do I prove it that I have got qualification? If I come here in Australia, then I will have to prove it in some way that I have got qualification. So that is when this eligibility assessment comes in play. So I will be submitting my documents, my qualification and everything, and they will check, they will assess that all the documents are correct and everything is alright. On the basis of that, they are issuing me the interim certificate. So that is the basic, or that is the logic behind all these things, that I have given them I have provided my documents, they have checked, and now they are convinced that I have got enough qualification and they are all true. Then they have provided me the interim certificate. On the basis of this interim certificate, now I'm eligible to work as a limited registered physio. So that is the main thing behind it. That is how the system works. That based on my documentation, based on my qualification, I might not be able to work as a general registered physio, but at least I am having the qualification to be able to work as a limited registered physio. So I hope this information being helpful to you in such a way, just to understand the process and just to try and figure out like what is going on and how these things are working.